We have the National TB Reference Laboratory and the Supranational Reference Laboratory, which sometimes we call the SRL. We have a dual role. We are a National TB Reference Laboratory, which is good performing, and therefore work at the Supranational Reference Laboratory to support other countries to achieve what we have achieved.
The Regional Global Fund came in as a wonderful support to the successes that had already been achieved through our past experience of work with WHO, with different funding partners like TB Care, USAID. So they have come in to support up to 18 countries, Uganda inclusive, such that we are able to build our capacity even stronger to support the regional network. For Uganda specifically, I think we've taken the lion's share. One is that whatever we initiated way back in 2005 has still had some sustenance through this approach. We've had some human resources deployed by virtue of the increased need of supporting other countries.
We have grown from a number of 4, we are now 67 personnel.
With the support from the Global Fund project, East Central and Southern Africa Health Community as the principal recipient and the Uganda SR as the sub-recipient, we have managed to offer mentorship and support to more than 20 countries. And in this project, we have managed to provide proficiency testing that was not there in most of them. We have also managed to support the network of laboratories in the countries to better diagnose TB. For example, introducing culture in so many countries, in Somalia, South Sudan, both in Mogadishu and Hargeisa. The journey started with 4 labs in Uganda, but when we became supranational, there was a need to support other countries because we realized there was a big need of proficiency panels in most of the laboratories in other countries that we supported. And to the network of our own laboratories in Uganda, we have managed to train so many laboratory technicians, laboratory managers.
Before the regional grant, I've been a manager for some years, but I never had a lot of contact of other managers and other personnel working the various NTRLs in the 18 countries that we are supporting. And to me, this is really good that the network has really strengthened, not to only myself, but the other people, the managers I meet say the same. The other technicians working in the various facilities say the same. You can see people interacting. And I think that was the gist of the project, that we could have our capacity strengthened, build networks, and be able to support each other.
We have developed a robust specimen referral system, which actually we have been the model for the whole region and the whole world. We have the best gene expert network in the region, in the country. We have the first country to have, for example, bundling in terms of testing, because we had the challenges with equipment maintenance. We have bundled that with buying cartridges. We just add a markup.
Through the regional grant, as a country, we've been able to acquire a machine called sequencer, a TB sequencer. Basically, what this is going to help us as a country is we can now identify the exact genes or mutations which are causing the AMDR TB.
And we have had tremendous achievement, for example, in accreditation. Ever since we started in that phase, 5 laboratories have achieved international accreditation within a span of 2 to 3 years. The countries including now the latest is Swaziland, we have Tanzania, we do have Kenya, we do have Namibia, and we do have Rwanda has applied for accreditation, and Mozambique.
So I personally can be glad and smile that I've been part of this journey for the last few years. For example, I've been to countries where there was nothing, and I've seen them move and now doing their own work. Somalia used to send samples in Uganda, ship them every month, but we went there, helped them design the laboratory, helped them specify the equipment to buy, even talked to funders so that they can support them. Come 2019, the laboratory in Hargeisa is able to do their own work and they are no longer shipping samples to Uganda.
Rather than the data, you can see this infrastructure is a national infrastructure which we have gained because of SRL. We have gained all this equipment which has used also to diagnose in the country. We have capacity built. We have 19 people supported by this project. The government of Uganda has really recognized the importance of the lab. And as we sit here, this facility, the recurrent expenditure is paid by Uganda government. And the government of Uganda has also invited us to do a human resource analysis to see whether they can now absorb part of the human resource to improve the funding. The Global Fund has gladly approved the new phase. So we have a lifespan for another 3.5 years to keep thinking about sustainability.